Hello everyone, welcome back to Basics of Mechanical Engineering 2. Week 4 answers in NPTEL 2025. Let us see the first question. Dash is the replica of the original object that turns into casting. Option A, runner. Option B, flask. Option C, core. Option D, pattern. The correct answer is option D, pattern. Let us see the explanation. Pattern is the replica of the original object that turns into casting. In casting process, a pattern is used to form the cavity in the mold into which molten material is poured to create the final cast part. So the correct answer is option D, pattern. Question number 2. The process in which the molten metal is converted back to solid is called option A, sublimation of metal. Option B, melting the metal. Option C, solidification of metal. Option D, none of these. The correct answer is option C, solidification of metal. Let us see the explanation. The process in which molten metal is converted back to solid is called solidification. This occurs as the metal cools and its molecules begin to form a solid structure. So the correct answer is option C, solidification of metal. Question number 3. The top portion of the molding flask is called option A, drag. Option B, cope. Option C, parting. Option D, chills. The correct answer is option B, cope. Let us see the explanation. The top portion of the molding flask is called cope. In sand casting, the molding flask is typically divided into two parts. The top molding flask is called cope and the bottom molding flask is called drag. Sometimes there is a third part called the cheek. So the correct answer is option B, cope. Question number 4. Which of the following is the shrinkage allowance? Option A, liquid shrinkage. Option B, solid shrinkage. Option C, both A and B. Option D, none of these. The correct answer is option C, both A and B. Let us see the explanation. Both liquid shrinkage and solid shrinkage are types of shrinkage allowances. Let us see the definition of liquid shrinkage. Liquid shrinkage occurs as the molten metal cools and reduces in volume before solidifying. Solid shrinkage happens after the metal has solidified and continues to shrink as it cools further. So the correct answer is both liquid shrinkage and solid shrinkage. Question number 5. The phenomenon of gases entering the mold cavity is called option A, cooling effect. Option B, aspiration effect. Option C, heating effect. Option D, phase changing effect. The correct answer is option B, aspiration effect. Let us see the explanation. The aspiration effect refers to the phenomenon where gases are drawn into the mold cavity during the casting process, which can lead to defects such as gas porosity. So the correct answer is option B, aspiration effect. Question number 6. In a pressurized gating system, the gating ratio is option A 1 is to 2 is to 2, option B 1 is to 2 is to 1, option C 2 is to 2 is to 1, option D 1 is to 1 is to 3. The correct answer is option B 1 is to 2 is to 1. Let us see the explanation. With the pressurized gating system, the gating ratio is usually 1 is to 2 is to 1 or 1 is to 0.75 is to 0.5. This system is called a gate control system because in-gates control the flow of the metal. With the unpressurized gating system, the gating ratio is usually 1 is to 2 is to 2 or 1 is to 3 is to 3 or 1 is to 1 is to 3. So the correct answer is option B 1 is to 2 is to 1. Question number 7. Die casting is an example of option A expandable mold casting, option B non-expandable mold casting, option C both of these, option D none of these. The correct answer is option B non-expandable mold casting. Let us see the explanation. Die casting uses a non-expandable mold, usually made of steel, that can be reused multiple times. This distinguishes it from expandable mold casting methods like sand casting, where the mold is destroyed after each use. In die casting, the mold is permanent and is used repeatedly to produce high precision metal parts. So the correct answer is option B non-expandable mold casting. Question number 8. The wax pattern is generally used in option A sand casting, option B centrifugal casting, option C die casting, option D investment casting. The correct answer is option D investment casting. Let us see the explanation. Wax patterns are primarily used in investment casting, also known as lost wax casting or precision casting, a process where a wax pattern is used to create a mold for casting metal parts. So the correct answer is option D investment casting. Question number 9. In centrifugal casting, the unsymmetrical shape is mostly generated by option A true centrifugal casting, option B semi-centrifugal casting, option C centrifuging casting, option D both A and B. The correct answer is option C centrifuging casting. Let us see the explanation. Centrifugal casting relies on high-speed rotation of the mold, which forces molten metal outward due to centrifugal force. If the mold is not perfectly symmetrical or is misaligned, the molten metal won't distribute evenly. Additionally, if the rotational speed is inconsistent or there is variability in the pouring rate, this can also cause an unsymmetrical wall thickness or defects. Sometimes impurities or air bubbles may shift due to centrifugal force and create irregularities. But the core issue is typically mode setup or rotation imbalance. So the correct answer is option C, centrifuging casting. Question number 10. Dash is the casting defect that occurs when the molten metal is unable to fill the cavity completely, leaving unfilled cavities. Option A, misrun. Option B, run out. Option C, air inclusion. Option D, cold shut. The correct answer is option A, misrun. Let us see the explanation. A misrun happens when the metal solidifies before completely filling the mold, often due to low pouring temperature, poor fluidity of the molten metal, or a thin cross section of the mold cavity. So the correct answer is option A, misrun. Thank you for watching. Please do like and subscribe my channel for more updates.